Fried eggs for dinner. I hope they're free range. Or does it really matter? Get excited, because today we're going to talk about animal welfare law and policy through the lens of so-called free-range eggs. My name is Justin Eales, and today I'm reflecting on Anna Biddow's article published by ABC Rural on the 31st of March 2016. It was titled, "Farmers Welcome New National Standard for Free-Range Egg Production." The article gives a brief overview of the new national information standards for free-range eggs introduced by the Minister for Small Business, Kelly O'Dwyer. In the article, it discusses the new standard of 10,000 hens per hectare, which is 1 per square metre. And this is in contrast with the density preferred by the RSPCA, the Consumer Watchdog Choice, the Animal Welfare Advocates Voiceless, and also the government's Primary Industry Standing Committee, which got the CSIRO to produce the Model Code of Practice for the Welfare of Animals for Domestic Poultry. PETA also isn't happy about it, and the article actually closes with a comment from them about vegan eggs being the only cruelty-free eggs, which makes me think it's all getting a little bit hard and maybe we should just be vegan. Anyway, any doubt about the strictness of the new standard is confirmed by the glowing responses from industry representatives from Victoria, New South Wales, and South Australia. So the article is mainly dealing with public policy in terms of the Trade Practices Act, but I just want to very quickly touch on some of the actual legal protections that chickens have here in Victoria. So we've got the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act from 1986, and there's subordinate legislation to that, which is the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Domestic Fowl Regulations of 2006, and that's where you have things specified such as the 30 kilograms per square metre within the sheds for free-range egg-laying hens, and some other considerations we'll look at in a moment. What article analysis is complete without a quote? Today we're going to have a look at Dion Andry, the Managing Director of Day Eggs, who was quoted in the article as saying, "Consumers that understand it well know that the recommendation of 10,000 means that every bird has the area the size of an AFL football oval to walk around in." Wow, this is not quite true. 10,000 actually means that there can be up to 10,000 hens per hectare. So in reality, a free-range egg farmer could pack about 18,000 birds onto a football oval and still call them free-range layers. So just to compare, best practice farms have around 20 chickens per hectare, which is 9,980 chickens per hectare, less than what your Coles or Woolies style of free range is. So there is a very free range on the idea of free range. And we're going to throw to the art department now. Here we have an infographic showing the difference in chicken densities for different free range outdoor areas. The entire page represents 20 chickens per hectare as a scale. Many egg providers are able to afford this much space to their chickens and still run profitably, which is great. The red square in the middle is a scaled representation of the minimum suggested by the CSIRO in the model code. So that's 1,500 chickens per hectare. And the black dot in the middle is a scaled representation of what the government has chosen to endorse as the minimum area. That's when you've got 10,000 chickens to the hectare. So the whole page, 20 chickens, black dot in the middle, what the government thinks is okay, 10,000. Now for a quick rundown of the eggs that I have bought in the last few weeks, or months, case may be. Otways, 10,000 chickens per hectare, doesn't meet the suggested model code. Goldfields, closer to home, 5,500, also doesn't meet the code. Keen's, Bendigo brand, better still, 3,700, getting close, still doesn't meet the code, still over twice as many chickens as there should be per hectare, according to the model. Safeway, doesn't do very well, same as Coles, 10,000 chickens per hectare. Sunny Queen, the only one that actually made the cut right on the edge, 1,500, so they just qualify as proper free-range chickens according to the CSIRO model code. But some people would say that Sunny Queen isn't that great because they also produce cage-free eggs. Those chickens don't need any outdoor space at all. Now, the space we've been talking about so far is the outdoor roaming space. Most of the time, free-range chickens are actually in sheds. And within these sheds, the limit on the chicken density is 30 kilograms per square meter, which is about 15 chickens. So how much space is each chicken actually entitled to within the sheds? How big is 1/15 of a meter? Well, as fate would have it, the industry provides the answer. It's this. This is how much floor space each chicken has for 16 hours a day while it's busy laying free-range eggs. So on that note, thank you for watching.